Welcome friends. Today we discussing on advantage of auditings. So when the financial statement can be audited, so it is very easy to company to access to the capital markets. So we know that the company shares listed into the stock exchange market, BSN, NSL, or these BSE and NSL markets. So it may be a possibility when the company's financial statement can be audited, and it as a result of that, so the people can be rely on the financial statement. Yes, and it may be possible that the what is the rules of the SEBI guidelines, if the company can be compliant, and easily the company's shares may listed on the stock markets, and it make the companies getting the net worth can be increasing, and company easily get the more capitals, not only for the Indian market but the international market also. So it is one of the advantages for the company when the company's financial statement can be audited. It make a company get the access to the capital markets, and it's get a return that easily company can be get the funds as much as, and expand their business. So why it is a low capital cost? Because we come to know that the when the company is having a very fair their books of accounts and everything. So when the company can be going to the borrow the funds or take the loan from the financial institutes or banks, at that time there is a lender can be ready to give the minimum cost of capitals, that is a rate of interest, because the companies are in a position that the companies can be return their principal amount and interest within the times, and there is a no chances of the default of the loans. At a result that the everyone should be ready to the give the loans, even the people can be offering and purchase the debenture of the company, so the company can be easily available the lower capital cost for the their debt funds. So it is one of the advantages of the company when company can be audited their financial statement. A deterrent to fraud and inefficiency. So friends, what happens is the people is a those people is a enthusiastic to works, and some people are the allurement to the works, and some people can be work just getting the payment, whatever the payment they should be get, and according to they should be works. But when the internal someone persons from the outside of the organization come into the organizations and make the checking of the company financial statement, operational audit, and number of audit can be conducted, at that time it is a moral impact on the person, and they should be see that maybe possibles, it make a due to the inefficiency of the persons, company can be make the show cause notice or firing the persons, I take the actions I guess. And that due to the moral duty of the person, every person can be just try to works as per their own efficiency, or to give the more times, and to avoiding to do the malpractices, manipulation the things, to make the frauds. And it can be only possible due to the audits. When there is a one third person, this is independent persons, and anything is going on the wrongs in the financial statement, he should be give the reports, and that report can be valuable into the courts and prosecution also. The people can be just threat, but it is not threat, but the auditor can be just make the improvement of the company's efficiency directly or indirectly. Now next, the operational improvements. How is it can be possible the operational improvement? So we should be come to know that when the some people from the outside of the organization conducting the audit, maybe a operational audit, maybe internal audit, management audit, or tax audit, it make a duty of the every persons. They may think that okay, someone should be comes here making the verification of the books of account and operational things. So automatically the peoples, those who are working into the organizations, what they should be did, they should be did one thing, the works properly, and as a result of that the company efficiency can be increased, and whatever the objective of the company they should be friends, it can be achieved very easily. So everyone should be works properly as per their profiles, and to make the improvements their works, and the different culture can be developed, and excellence can be possible. Next is the ownerships. So every time the companies, those who are the buying the shares of the company, they are the owners of the companies, only component of the shares. They are very interesting, because when they should be investment of the company, they think that they are the risk taker persons. They are the stakeholder of the company, and they think that okay, we have to investment into the company, and as of that we get something more returns. When they should be billion, they not believe on the board of directors, even they should be works on behalf of the shareholder of the company. Maybe possible higher level fraud may be possible, but uh, when they should be appointed one qualified chartered accountants or equivalent qualified persons audit the financial statement, as a result that what happens, it company come to know, what company come to know exact, exhibit the true and fair pictures. As a result that the company come to know, yes, this is our profitability, yes, and they should be rely on the audited financial statements. Now amalgamating member of the company, now the ever changing atmospheres, we see that the global impact can be continuously on the local market, and the big organization can be a threat to the small organizations. So after the geo companies, we see that the Vodafone and idea company amalgamate the company. Okay, how they should be amalgamate, how to proportionate their transfer, the that is a reverse merger case actually. uh, but here they should be rely on the financial statement. Okay, they audited, they believe on that this is a company net worth and this is a value of the company. So according to that they should be ready to buy the shares and make the their amalgamating of the business, and decided for the what proportionate they should be make exchange among themselves. So it may be possible due to the audited financial statements. So even we should be take the example of State Bank of Hyderabad amalgamating into the State Bank of India. Okay, these are the scheduled banks. So day by day, for compete with the global markets, so every company comes together and try to their force can be increasing, but it may be possible the company can be just rely on the financial statement. When this is one of the example, that the advantages of the companies for the amalgamations of the company, that is a Vodafone, Idea, then State Bank of Hyderabad and State Bank of India, and there is so many companies continuously doing these activities. Now, value of the business. How we should be come to know the value of the business? Okay, generally we roughly as a we calculate net asset plus current asset less liabilities and current liability is equal to the value of the business. Or we have to calculate in this manner: share capital plus reserve minus loan, or share capital plus reserve may be a value of the business, or net asset divided by the sales, or we should be take the net present value of the company's future earnings or past earnings and to calculate the value. There is a different methods, but how it can be a possible to value the business for the different level and a different methodology used for the business to calculate the value of the business. Okay, only it is a possible when the financial statement can be audited someone persons, at a result that it may be a possible that we should be find out the true value of the business. Now analytical procedures is nothing but the when we should be use the statistical tools, like collecting the primary data, secondary data, random checkings, different tools we should be use. Similarly we should be make the comparative study, analytical study, and then we should be go for the conclusions. Yes, the financial statement can be show. So this may be a possible, even we should be make the comparative study of the similar business into the markets, and to just analyze it that okay, what is the lacunas of the us and the other company. So it may be possible due to the audit only. Now settlement of the claim, friends, one we should be come to know that company can be a lot of obligations on the company. We should be see that the obligation to pay the taxes, obligation to the pay the bonuses, obligation to pay the GST tax. A number of dispute arises like a bonus, PF, maybe damages of the legal obligation suit regarding the specific performance act, not give the orders, complies the orders within the stipulated times, and it may get legal obligation arise. But it may be possible due to the financial statement, it can be shown by the true pictures, and it may be people can be believe on the statement, and it may be just the turnover ratios and other pictures show into the financial statement. It may be a possible settlement of the claims as a result of the audited financial statement. Now we should be see the limitations uh, of the auditings. So as and when we have to audit, okay, it is quite good things. One external person should be comes, and we give them their fees, other remunerations, other hospitality charges. Yes, as per the protocols. So it is a overburden on the company's expenses, and it caused the net profit maybe some extent level decreasing. Sometimes the next limitation is evidence. So friends, we come to know that the evidence, whatever the collect by the third person, it may be a very valuable information of the companies, or it may be a just fear that the when the evidence can be goes into the hands of the third person, it may be a companies survive and companies valuable information goes, and maybe a possible misuse of the information. Chances of the frauds may some extent level increase if the manipulation is going on. The apprentice of the auditor can be come to the intellectual peoples, so they should be a just judge and to make the manipulation. So it may be possible the modus of operandi come to know the people's company know that okay, this is the style of the person, this is the culture of the persons, and according to they should be use the different technique to make the frauds. May be possible, are not guaranteed. Okay, financial statement even we have to audit it, it is not 100% guaranteed key it can be show the true and fair view, because auditor can be make the verification whatever the document and records given by the management. On that basis he should be give the conclusion. If the record itself is a wrong, manipulated, so it is not guaranteed. An auditor takes the cautious and due cares to discharging the duty, but input is the wrong, and they should be sure that okay, it is a true. The audit can be done according to the record produced before the audit, and he should be use own techniques. So auditor can be take the reasonable case, so it may be a chances not guaranteed. uh, Next is the inherent limitations. So even this is risk of the frauds, even sometimes audited of the financial statement, it can be manipulated in such a manner by the higher level management. It's not a normal course, and even auditor can be use the different techniques, alternative procedures. It may be not possible to the find out the frauds, but it is a legal obligation on the auditor may performing works and discharging the duty just to find out the truth. But we see that into the markets, majority companies, even these are the thing is going on, but some yes bank we have to see even Satyam's case. Yes, there is a fraud can be occurs, and some actions against the auditor can be issued, but they should be a goes take chance for producing their evidence and all the things. May when manipulation is going on, it is a very difficulty, and it is one of the limitation of the audit. Now next part we should be discussing regarding what is the difference between auditing and investigations. So auditings, since this 2-3 video we emphasis on the auditings. So investigations, types of audit we see for the investigations. So in the first we see for the auditing, the process inspecting the books of account of an entity, reporting it known as the auditings. In the auditings, just auditor can be just make the reporting requirements, and according to he should be a generals. But on contrary, investigation auditor can be just there is a conducting the inquiry. On that basis, he should be conduct the audit. So what is the nature of it? It is a general examination as a routine checking is this. But on contrary, we should be go for the investigations. It may be a probe, it may be criticals and depth examinations. Yes, auditor can be make the depth examination of the books of accounts, and there is no procedures because auditor can be own judgment can be applied, or auditor make think that okay, this area is important, but uh, in nature's there is a just whatever the information as per the companies act or whatever the act, they should be collect the evidence. Abhi evidence is concerned with the here the auditor can be pursue nature of the evidence, means the whatever the persuasions, whatever the information he should be collected, on that basis this is evidence. But investigation such types of the not evidence available, auditor can be just what he should be thinks, what is the nature of the frauds, what is the investigation purpose, according to he should be collect the evidence. Next, comparisons, time horizons. So time horizons generally for the auditings, annual, that is a 12 month, it can be start 1st April to 31st March. But investigation there is a no time horizon is there, maybe a 12 month, maybe a 15 month, maybe 5 years, 10 years, whatever as per the nature of the investigations. Auditing can be performed by the chartered accountants, but investigation may be expert. Forensic auditor is there. Some other background person may be a expert in that area, may do the investigations. Reporting generally as per the company's act, when the audit can be completed, the auditor is required mandatory giving the report, and a report can be just company shareholders and is a public document. But on contrary, we see that the report of the investigation is a confidential information. It not be disclosed to the any persons, only it can be disclosed appointing authority, not anyone else. Obligations, obligatory part, yes, it is obligatory to the company to make the reporting, but here is a not obligatory, it is a confidential matters. Now the next part is a comparison appointment. It may be appointment by the company shareholders of the company, every annual general meetings. The auditor can be appointed for the 5 years and firm can be appointed for the 10 years. But in between, it is a find out incapacity or other ground misbehavior. It can be removed. But here investigation generally the auditor can be or expert can be appointed by the third persons, or maybe a ROC, maybe a central government, maybe a third persons, because he want to what area he want to make the interest in that company, according to he make the audits. Now scope, seek opinion on the statement. Okay, there is a auditing having a very different scopes as per the companies act, because it is a reliable information, it is a user by the number of persons, and it is an ample scope of the auditing. But on contrary, no, this is a not a different scope, because as per the engagement, what is the terms and condition of the appointment authority, according to that the auditor should be perform their works. So this is a difference between the auditing and investigation, so you maybe add other points also. So thank you friends.